What's going on, Show Nation? It is Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's tutorial video, we are going to be talking about stubs. Now, stubs, as you can see in the top right corner of your screen, they are the currency, you know, the VC if you play 2K, the coins if you play Madden, I think that's right. But they are basically the virtual currency for MLB The Show. They're called stubs. They're what you buy cards with. They're what you buy stadiums, buy whatever with. And a question that I get in my stream, and if you ever want to check out a stream, just make sure to subscribe, twitch.tv / Movie Game TV. I stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Give me a follow on Twitter at Movie Gaming TV. I always tweet out a link when I am streaming some gameplay. But a question I get a lot is, how do I make stubs? How do I get stubs? So I'm going to make a video about that so that I have like a reference video to throw out to people. If you are new to the game, this video is going to help you out a lot. If you have been playing the game for a long time, just kind of a refresher on some of this stuff. We're going to go over it again. So we're going to go over the ways to make stubs effectively. Obviously, you can purchase stubs. If you ever want to purchase stubs, you can go to the shop. I think that's not it, but you can go to the stub store and actually purchase stubs. But we're going to talk about, which is, I mean, if you want the best way, that would probably be it. But let's talk about ways in game that you can pick up some stubs. You can, first of all, you can go over to your missions or programs, and you can do some of the programs. The programs, as you can see at the bottom, you'll get like 500, 500, 500, 500, 1,000. One way, I'm just gonna do this off the top of my head right now. One way is if you beat Conquest and you beat Conquest Extreme, I think there's gonna be some stubs in there for you. Plus, you get after game rewards with cards. Let's go ahead and talk about the community market for a minute. The community market is amazing. I love how they have this market set up. If you never want to buy a pack the whole year, you don't have to. You can just put your stubs in and buy players. And there's a buy now and there's a sell now. I'm going to try to explain this the best that I can. Now, over on the left, that's people that have Buster Posey's card, okay? And they're selling, they have his card up there. If you want to buy it right now with your stubs and not place a sell request, you can buy it now for 54,622 stubs. Now, over here are people that have stubs and not the card. And they're saying, this guy here with 45,005, he's basically saying, I got my 45,005 stubs. I'll take your Buster Posey. So the guy with the card, he could sell it to him for that. That order is all ready to go. The guy with the card over here, if someone had stubs, they could buy it for 54,622. So you got a price gap there of stubs. Now there is a tax. I'm not exactly sure what the tax is off the top of my head. It's like 10 or 15%, something like that. But basically, in essence, I could put in a sell request. Someone could sell me this card for 45,000. Then I could relist it for 54, 53,000. So and then someone else could buy my card, and then hence I would make 7,000, 8,000 stubs maybe after the tax, something like that. I'm not exactly sure on the math, but you kind of get the idea. You can buy low on cards and flip low. Like basically, when I've been filling out some of these early collections, I never ever pay full stubs to, I never ever buy a buy order. I almost always, like for instance, like I've been filling out the Royals. I got them filled out. Now when I buy these cards, I never buy it for like $199. I always buy them for like $85 or less. So what I would do, I already have this card, but I would put in an order for 86 on Alex Gordon here, and now my 86 is over here. So someone will sell me that card for 86, and then I can re-put it up for 198, let's say. That'd be like the immediate person that would buy it next. I would make like a 80, 90 stubs profit. So if you want to sit there and flip any card in the game, that's how you flip cards basically. And I never really recommend that you ever buy it like this unless you really want the card. You have the stubs, it's like your favorite player, you got to get them. You know, go for it that way. But I'm telling you, man, it doesn't take much time. Like, you will get it, if not within, if you're at the top of the sell order request, you will get it. It might take you 5 minutes, it might take you 2 minutes, it might take you you know, a couple hours, go do something else. You'll get that sell request. Someone will sell me this card for 86 being at the top like that, being at the competitive rate, and then you can always flip them like that. Actually, I think somebody already sold me that card for 86. So now I can take them, I can go and create a sell order and just watch this a couple times if it doesn't make sense. Now I'm going to put them up for 184. And when someone buys that card for 184, I just made whatever amount of stubs that was in difference that fast. So that's how you play the market. That's how you flip cards. And another super interesting thing about MLB The Show is the cards are dynamic. They change so you can make investments. So for instance, one player I really think that's going to go up this year. Let me go and hit the filter here. Well, let's just go through them like this. One card that I really think is going to go up this year, just after seeing him pitch. I know it's controversial, but that's what makes this game so fun and Dynasty so fun, is the dynamicness of these cards. Now, people can make roster prediction videos. People, based on what happens in real life, Shohei Ohtani at 75 overall may go up or down. And this is a guy that I'm buying because I saw him pitch the other day, and I like seeing that 98-mile-an-hour heater. I feel like he's going to rise. And when they rise, and the denomination of the card value changes. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Every bronze you can quick sell for 25 stubs. Silvers you can quick sell for 100. Golds you can quick sell for 1,000. And those are when we're talking about player cards. But basically, let's say you bought a bunch of Shohei Ohtani's for, I know he's over 1,000 right now, but let's say once the game's out for a little bit longer, his price starts to go down a little bit. You can buy tons of them and tons of them. If he goes up to a gold, then you can quick sell them all and make a ton of stubs that way. That'll make more sense later on in the season once you guys start seeing roster updates and stuff like that. But you can basically, if you think a card is going to be going up, if you think there's some players out there that are underrated right now, make sure you buy them up now. You know, to start investing in those players, and then later on, as the roster updates go, and they you know, you've gone on there, or you got on Fangraphs and you looked at all their stats, and you're like, this rating, you know, like they should be like way better, and they should be going up. Their overall should be going up throughout the year. You can invest and make stubs that way, so that's a really cool way to make stubs. As far as the market goes, also, you know, one thing that I've noticed is when I look at these programs, one thing that used to be really popular, and let's go into maybe like equipment. A lot of people I know like to flip equipment. Let me get to the market. And there's definitely one other thing that I think will be real good. And look, as we're doing this, man, I already made the stubs. Somebody bought that Alex Gordon. It's that easy, man. Just, you can flip on anything that has a big margin. You can flip the cards. And remember, there is a tax, so it's not like it's going to be a straight profit, but you're still making stubs. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm doing this off the top of my head. You can also do this off your phone at theshownation.com. The market is accessible from the internet, so like if you're like out someplace and you want to like flip some cards, you definitely can. You can open packs on there and all that. The Show Nation is really cool. Basically, we're on the Show Nation, but we're inside the game, so that's another thing. But I wanted to talk about equipment. A lot of people flip this. There's usually some big differences in here. And sometimes you get players that are like casual Road to the Show players that are in there that don't really, and I say this because in MLB 15 at the start of it, I was one of these. I didn't understand the buy now and the sell now and all that. So I think this is like a good place to like flip, because I think a lot of people will just buy these at full price. because they want the gear for the Road to the Show player. So I think these are good to flip. There's usually like a good gap between the two things, the sell now and the buy now. So that's something to consider flipping. And the other thing, I'm not sure if I can find it in here. If I haven't, I'm looking for souvenirs. I'm looking for those hats, because I do remember seeing a tweet from Cardinal Bird saying that like people need these damn hats for like a whole bunch of these programs, and it seems like what I might be doing to start flipping. So if you want to take what I was gonna do, like I'm gonna buy this Nationals hat for $5.76, and I feel like these hats are selling really fast because people just like, dude, screw it, I want to get the mission done, I'll just buy it, I don't want to wait. Even though I'm telling you, man, it doesn't take that long. So I'm gonna try to buy this Nationals hat and flip it. I think these hats are going to be something that you really can buy and flip. That's just my personal opinion. You know, you got 300 stubs. It's not like everybody can pretty much buy one of these. You're not having to buy something for $30,000 and flip it. So keep in mind the hats. Now, there's two other things you can do. I think that, I'm not sure if I talked about Conquest yet, but definitely play Conquest. Look up a video on it, play some Conquest, defeat this whole map. And another thing you can do is Conquest Extreme, and that's good. We're gonna get into this part of the video. You gotta be a better player, but just watch the tutorials, subscribe to the channel this year, and I'll get you there, man. I will get you there. I'll show you how the top players play. I will show you the settings that they use. If you want to become really good at this game, you're in the right place. I'm telling you. I'll set you. I can push you to other creators if you don't like my style and that kind of stuff too. But defeat Conquest, guys. Defeat Conquest. And then defeat Conquest Extreme. There's gonna be videos on that. I know Cardinal Bird 5 just put out his video on Conquest Extreme. I know Casual Gamer, he has a video on Conquest Extreme. I think you get like 40k stubs. Matt Kemp, a Molina. Like, you can start building your team throughout this. You get some packs at the end of this. So just take the time to grind it. It's gonna make you better. It's gonna get you like some more practice and stuff. So definitely check out Conquest and then Conquest Extreme, which I believe happens after Conquest. Somebody in the comments below, if you could let me know that would be great. Then you have programs, you know, little missions that you can do. I think I talked about that earlier. We talked about the hats. The last thing that the last two things you can do is these events. Usually we'll have events, and you can see like you can get accumulative wins to get like that Lenny Dicer. That's somebody you can sell for a lot of stubs if you can just sit there, play the game, and get the wins. And if you get 12 wins, you know, if you get 12 wins, dude, you got a freaking 85 to 89 coming to you, and that's going to be able to get you a ton of stubs if you can get to the 12 wins. So, and that's also in Battle Royale. Some of the top players, this is what they do, man. They're not spending any money on stubs at all. I know there's one dude like Zeke, big guy in the community. He's won Battle Royale. I've seen on my Twitter feed like 8 times. And when you go 12-0, you get a diamond in one of these like monthly cards. They kind of update it like every month or so. So that's another way you can get stubs, is if you can play Battle Royale and go 12-0 and sell off the cards that you get from profit. You should get like 2 diamonds. Even if you go 12-1, you're probably looking at a good, you know, 2 cards to sell. So that for your 1500, and you also get a pack out of it. So you're basically, you'll get a pack, and then you're putting 500 stubs to try and make more. But of course, you're gonna have to work on your game and get better throughout this year to be able to just start ripping off 12-0s. But it is like the best way in game probably to make stubs is Battle Royale and events. As you actually play the game too, the other place that you will get stubs is if we go into like ranked seasons, you can see all this stuff over there. You'll get 2,000 subs, 900 XP for being in the championship series. In the World Series, you're gonna get that Robinson Cano, which if you can sell them at the start, you'll make a lot of stubs. Or if you hold on to them a lot, like usually a lot of people will make the World Series at the top part of the game. Then some of everyone will try to sell the Robinson Cano. You're still gonna pick up some stubs. You're gonna pick up that sweet universal nameplate. You're gonna pick up a gold player, 2 souvenir packs. So you know, just grind up the game. You know, go through ranked seasons and play it. And if you can make the World Series, you're going to make some subs that way. So that's basically the best possible answer I can give to that question that I can think about. If there's anything I left out, put it down in the comments below. Like I said, if it gets a lot of likes, I can pin it at the top of the comments. Be sure to check me out on Twitter, guys, at Movie Gaming TV. Follow me. I can retweet your questions. I got a bunch of people, fortunately, that are following me on there that are pretty much strictly following me because of MLB The Show. So if you have a question, I can put it on there. I ask questions myself, so sometimes, like, if you have an answer for me, that would be great. And you'll also be able to see the streams. I'll tweet out links to the streams. We stream right on here on YouTube, so just hit the sub button if you would like to. If you're somebody that likes to watch streams on Twitch, I stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys were able to make some stubs from this video. If you were, let me know. If I tried to explain the market the best I could. Hopefully someone sells me that hat, but you guys basically sell with that Alex Gordon card, how to flip cards, battle royale, events, ring seasons. You know, you do well in there, you're gonna get stubs. Complete some programs, invest in some cards, and that's pretty much it, guys. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching Movie Gaming TV, and until next time, peace.